"This signature is fake," said the maid, and everything stopped. The judge's gavel froze midair. The lawyers went pale, and the woman in the navy blue uniform, holding a mop, had just shaken the foundations of a courtroom full of powerful people. What could a maid know that would make a judge suspend an entire hearing in front of everyone? Tell me in the comments what city you're watching this from. I'd love to know how far this story reaches. Maria Alvarez had spent 15 years working for Harold Whitmore, a retired businessman who lived alone in a quiet Chicago suburb. She was the one who cleaned his house, cooked his meals, and sat with him through the lonely nights after his stroke. While the world forgot him, Maria was still there. She wasn't family, not by blood, but she was the only constant in his life. So when Harold died and left behind a will, Maria didn't expect anything. She just showed up to court because someone asked her to. But the courtroom that day wasn't calm. Harold's daughter, Eleanor Whitmore, stood confidently beside her. Sleek, expensive attorney. She hadn't spoken to her father in years. Still, here she was, claiming everything: the estate, the accounts, even the mansion. The will in her lawyer's hands left it all to her. Clean, final. Maria sat quietly, watching, not wanting to make trouble, but something felt off. The signature on that will, it was perfect. Too perfect. Harold's hand trembled in his final. Months. He couldn't even sign a birthday card without a smudge. She remembered helping him steady his hand just to write checks. Yet this signature was flawless. Then, the judge asked Maria to testify. It was supposed to be a formality, just a few words. Instead, she stood up, pointed at the paper, and said the words that changed everything. "That's not Mr. Whitmore's signature. That's fake." The courtroom froze. The judge looked at her, then at the will. The hearing stopped. A handwriting expert was called in. Eleanor scoffed, pretending Maria was just confused. But Maria stood firm. And when the truth started to unravel, it unraveled fast. David Klein, Harold's young lawyer, cracked first. Pressured under oath, he confessed that Eleanor pushed him to present a forged will. The real one, the one Harold had signed months before, left most of his fortune to a medical foundation, part to his former colleagues, and yes, a modest apartment and used car to Maria, because he wanted her to live with dignity, because she had been his only real friend. Eleanor's face twisted in disbelief as the judge declared the will invalid and reinstated the original. The courtroom erupted. Maria didn't smile. She just lowered her eyes, overwhelmed. She hadn't wanted revenge. She just wanted the truth to matter. Outside the courthouse, as news cameras buzzed, Maria walked away quietly, holding the keys to the apartment Harold had once promised her over morning coffee. But more than that, she walked away with her name cleared, her dignity intact, and the kind of justice that doesn't always show up on time. But when it does, it speaks through the people no one expects. Comment with the word dignity if this story moved you, and because in the end it wasn't about money or status, but about the quiet power of truth. There is a story here on the screen that will also move you. Press to watch, you won't regret it.